must be Sunday, as I'm getting ready to film this. Now, just a heads up, folks, this is new equipment, so we're still kind of getting used to it, getting the bugs out of it. So bear with us as we adjust lighting and try to figure out what the heck is going on with sound and video. But of course, this is our Greater Toronto Hamilton area tournament with the week of June 1st to June 7th, 2015. I just want to put out there that we recently ran our Win a Map event at the Comic Warehouse. It was a great time, and I was excited to see pretty close to 20 people. We had 19 sign up for the event, and everybody had a great time. And congratulations to our winner, Ryan Bell, as he won first place in this tournament. But we move on now to the next week. And we start, of course, on the Monday, June 1st, 2015, at Conspiracy Comics at 844 King Street West in Hamilton, Ontario, at 6:30 p.m. The build is Let's Do the Time Warp Again. I don't know why I went squeakier as I went up, but whatever. It's 600-point Golden Age. Characters of the future keyword can use probability control if they can't already. If they can use probability control, they can use it twice. That's limited, of course, to characters with the future keyword. So it might be prudent to bring a team with the future keyword as your theme. I don't know. I've seen some good teams that use it anyway. Usually on Monday, 1022 Brock Street South in Whitby, Ontario, Comic Book Addiction at 6 p.m. We'll be running an event. I have nothing in from them this week, but it's usually their casual Monday. Give them a shout, see what's going down. So then we move on to Tuesday, June 2nd at 518 Yonge Street in Toronto at 6:30 p.m. 401 Games is running a tournament where round 1 you have a 200-point team. Round 2 you add 200 points more to 400 points. And then round 3, you have a 600-point team building off of the initial team. So round 1, you have a 200-point team. Then second round, you have 200 points more on that team. And then round 3, you have 600 points more on that team. Or 600 points with 200 points more added, right? I hope I made that clear. So first round, 200-point team, add 200 in the second round to make it a 400-point team. Add 200 to the third round, make it a 600-point team. I've explained it a couple times, and I hope it makes sense. So next we have Wednesday at Wizards Cash, 333 Bloor Street West in Toronto at 6:30 p.m. They're running a 400-point Silver Age tournament. Silver Age at Wizards Cash, there's only one stipulation, no feats or battlefield conditions. So then we move into Thursday at Black Knight Games, 868 Mohawk Road East in Hamilton at 6 o'clock p.m. It's going to be a 600-point Modern Age tournament. Also worth noting, and I've been asked by somebody there, that they have a new judge in town, a new sheriff, if you will. Eric Fisher is now running the events at Black Knight Games. So if you get a chance to jump in there, say hello to Eric. So next we have at Friday, no official announcements on Friday, but Wizards Cash runs casual Fridays at 333 Bloor Street West in Toronto at 6:30 p.m. Give them a holler ahead of time, or check the Greater Toronto Hamilton area Heroclix group on Facebook to see if anybody is getting anything set up for that. Then we move into Saturday at 20 Strathern Avenue in Brampton. The Comic Warehouse at 1 o'clock p.m. is running Yu-Gi-Oh! Month 5. This is a 500-point tournament. At least 250 points of your team must be Yu-Gi-Oh! It has to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures or game elements only. Not like when you're talking about non-figures, relics, resources, etc., have to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Only as well. And then again, that's 20 Strathern Avenue in Brampton at 1 o'clock p.m. where we held this week's Win a Map. But we move into next week's Win a Map event on June 7th at 1022 Brock Street South in Whitby, Ontario at 12:30 p.m. The ROC is running Comic Book Addiction is running their ROC Win a Map as part of the lead up to ROC Provincials at 401 Games on June 27th. This is, of course, a 300-point Modern Age tournament. Now, they've officially stipulated that Age of Ultron will not be allowed for this tournament. Age of Ultron starts June 1st, and, of course, the 1-week rule means you're not really going to be allowed to use anything until June 8th. So, no Age of Ultron. Ant-Man and Avengers Fast Forces are going to be cool. And for those of you guys lucky enough to have the symbiote Spider-Man stuff, you're not allowed to bring that for this tournament either. Otherwise, everything Modern Age is fine, and tactics are, of course, allowed. This is an ROC event, so remember to bring 3 maps of your own bringing. They have to be Modern Age maps. There are 3 banned maps on the ROC. If you check the ROC rules on hcrealms.com, you'll know which maps you're not allowed to use, and you're not allowed to use those because, according to the ROC, you're not allowed to use orange rules on maps. That said, June 7th, once again, 1022 Brock Street South in Whitby, Ontario, Comic Book Addiction is running an ROC tournament at 12:30 p.m. Down in Whitby. After that, of course, next week we're looking at June 13th. Looking ahead to June 13th, Conspiracy Comics at 844 King Street West in Hamilton is going to be running their ROC Win a Map event. And as well, June 21st at the Wizards Cache, they're going to be running their ROC Win a Map event on the Saturday. I don't have times or information on that one just yet. That said, look forward to seeing you guys at the tournaments I attend. And I hope you guys have a ton of fun playing Heroclix in these tournaments. And once again, I want to thank everybody who showed up at the Comic Warehouse Win a Map event this past Saturday, Saturday, May 30th. We had a ton of fun. Everybody has been giving us positive reviews of the event. And congratulations to all those who played and did well, or even didn't do that fantastically, but got a lot of learning out of it. That's this week in tournaments, and have fun, guys.